Hey, what's going on? This is Pastor Michael Todd, author of my brand new book, Damaged But Not Destroyed. And you're listening to Meet the Author.
What's going on, everybody? Back again here for Rolling Out. Peace and Purpose. Meet the Author. Look, we got a lot going on today. Look, your host Malik Brown here with you all. And today, I'm with a special guest. Today, I'm with my guy, Pastor Michael Todd.
Yes, sir.
Pastor, how you doing
What's
today?
going on, Malik? You good, baby?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Man, I'm excited to be here. Grateful. I'm on this comfy purple couch.
Feels good, right? We feel
Bro,
good.
I need one of these at the crib. This is perfect. No, I'm excited, bro.
Yeah.
But you could have let me know we was in purple theme, and I would have been in theme. You played me, but it's all good. Look, we here anyway.
Look, I got a quick story. Look, I was like, yesterday I was driving home. I was like, I'm interviewing Pastor Michael Todd. And I was like, you know what? Should I put a suit on? A little,
Nah.
you know? And I was like, first of all, I've watched you since 2019. So I've been watching you since 2019.
Oh, that's
You've been authentic. I don't really see you with suits on. Like, you come. You
this
preach
what
like
I
with
preach
this,
on.
with
This
this
what I
on.
preach in.
So I was like, you know what? It would be wrong for me to come in with a suit because that's not how we are. That's not how we do Transformation Church.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we suited and booted.
Right.
It's usually not on Sunday.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Right. So look, for the people that don't know you, Pastor Mike, let
Okay.
the people know who you are, Transformation Church, everything.
I am a black man who happens to be 6'1". I have a beautiful wife. Her name is Natalie. She's been my high school sweetheart since she was 14. I was 15. I have 4 beautiful kids out of that love, and I happen to be a pastor of a church in Tulsa, Oklahoma called Transformation Church. I love people hard. I love music. And I'm excited to be here talking about my brand new book, Damaged But Not Destroyed.
Yes, that's what we're here for, Damaged Not Destroyed. So, of course, third book.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Crazy, third book.
Bro, I barely passed English class in 9th grade. So the fact that, no, I'm not, this is no boots. Like, so the fact that I have not 1, not 2, not 3, I feel like LeBron right there. Like, not 1, not 2, not like, I have 3 books, and the other 2, by God's grace, are New York Times bestsellers. Man. Like, I'm just, like, what's the meme? I'm just happy to be here. Do you understand? Like, I'm just happy to be here.
Right.
That's it, bro. I'm grateful, man.
Love that. So, of course, the first book, relationship goals.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you.
Uh-oh.
Got to be honest with you.
You pulling it out. You got it. He got it.
I got this when it first came out. Like I said, I've been calling you, bro. I've been calling you for a minute now. Look, so I have relationship goals, of course. I didn't get crazy faith, but
you missed it.
I know.
You missed it.
But I was watching the sermons every Sunday now.
All right, but before we leave, I'm gonna give you crazy faith.
Ooh.
I brought one.
Ooh,
I knew I was supposed to bring one for somebody. And matter of fact, I bought a shirt for you too, and it's purple, and I should have worn the shirt.
Woo.
Matter of fact,
God is good.
I'm changing clothes right now. I'm about to go. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna give crazy faith. I'm coming back right here. Cut. So we back. The shirt is changed, and here's crazy faith.
I got crazy faith, y'all. I got crazy faith.
That's how we work.
One thing about God, He gonna redirect you, but He
yes,
gonna redirect you the right
sir.
way. There we go. That's the word right there,
That's
y'all.
the word.
But look, Damaged and Destroyed, third book. Pastor Mike, tell us about where were you? Were you just waking up? What made you decide to write this book?
Man, the one thing that I know about my life, and I hope your life, is it was meant for more than just you.
Right.
And when it came to writing this book, I was in my time of prayer and meditation, and I just felt like most people, when they write a book about their real issues and what they've struggled through and what they've gone through, they like 65, 70 years old. Like, it's like looking back over my life, I want to tell you, but the truth of the matter is all you have to do to be a leader is be one step in front of somebody. And for me, I was like, yo, I've gone through some stuff that a lot of people would have folded under.
Right.
Like, a lot of people would have quit. A lot of people would have gave up their faith. A lot of people would have turned into something else. And I was able to weather every storm that's happened in my life, and it actually prepared me for greatness.
Yeah.
And I wanted to teach people, not being far ahead of them, but at least one step ahead of a lot of people. Like, God can take any amount of your damage, and it doesn't have to destroy you. It actually can prepare you for destiny.
That's true.
And, you know, right now, a lot of people are going through trauma. They're creating trauma and drama, but a lot of them have been exposed to it from their childhood, from failure, from COVID, from all these different things. And I was like, what better way to help people right now than to help them take their trauma and turn it into triumph?
Yeah.
And that's just everything I do. I want to add value. Relationship goals, crazy faith, damaged but not destroyed. Everything I do, I want to add value, and that's where this book came from.
Man, I love it so much. It's just looking at the promo video. You know, it just reminds me. You talk about you personally, how it all started with you when you were young.
Yeah.
You were telling about everybody else's stories. The pastor, you know, everybody's walking out on him. You know, teaching the sermon, and the lady as well. Just for you personally, just seeing everything you've been through, and being able to come to this moment now and say you're not damaged. I mean, damaged, not destroyed. I mean, how was that? You know, looking back at it now.
Well, at the end of the day, man, all of us in this life are going to have something we go through that is uniquely our moment to see if it's going to make us into something or break us down to something.
Right.
And for me, man, I realized from my own life that if I didn't deal with it, what's not transformed is transferred. And I got 4 kids. And a lot of the issues that we deal with ain't even just our issues. They were issues that our parents had, that you saw, that you created something, and now you somebody because of the issues they either dealt with or didn't deal with. And I was like, yo, I got 4 beautiful kids. I'm not going to live this life like me as their father, a black man in America in 2023. I can change the trajectory of my children's life. And people always quote the Bible scripture, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. But the truth of the matter is a whip and a house and some money do not make life better.
That's it.
I know tons of people who have money, cars, all that stuff, and are miserable, are literally inebriated more than half of the day because they don't want to deal with real life. I think one of the inheritances we need to leave is emotional intelligence. We need to leave a legacy of actually dealing with our issues and walking in healing. And so that's what this book is about, bro. It's for everybody that is not perfect. This book is specifically for no perfect people. And if you have any issues, this book is for you. Now, everybody that don't have no issues, y'all go somewhere else.
I know what you're going to do.
I don't know what you're going to do. But for all of us who have issues, who all of us want to live the rest of our life as the best of our life, we need help. And I just want to be your coach and help you walk through this idea that, listen, the value is still in you. No matter what has happened, no matter who walked out, no matter what they took, there's still so much value on the inside of you.
Man, you just reminds me of the J. Cole song, Love Yours. At the end it says, you ain't never going to be happy till you love yours.
You're not.
It's that simple.
And hold on, let's take it from J. Cole to the Bible.
Let's do it.
You ain't never going to be happy if you don't love you.
That's it.
Because you can't love your neighbor until you learn how to love yourself. So everybody is trying to love yours like your people, but you only can love them to the level you love you.
You love yourself.
And so, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole and Jesus. JC and JC.
JC and JC.
Yikes! That's a bar! JC and JC!
I love it.
Let's go, bro. Yes, sir.
I love it. So, you know, Pastor, of course in the promo video as well, you talked about it, you know, people always judge a book by its cover, but they always say don't judge a book by its cover. And of course, you know, the way you preach your sermons, you're very interactive. You do different things, and I think that's what kind of, you know, continue to let me watch you, because it's relatable. You know, you make people feel easy, and you can understand it better. But of course, you know, you've had some moments. Of course, everybody talks about the saliva, the incident,
when the spit hits the fan,
everything like that.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's crazy when the moment everybody talked about, I was like, he's done this before. Why is everybody like?
It's so crazy.
Why?
Bro.
I was like, why is everybody?
The truth of the matter is, it was a beautiful moment where I got to see, number one, how large God grew the platform. You don't know when you're just doing what you're doing, and you're, you know, helping people and loving on people and doing what you've been doing. That was my 3rd time doing that example. But this one, I realized that there were people watching that didn't know the heart and the intent of what was going on. And it was a good moment to let you know, oh, you out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But on the other side of that, man, the things that I had learned from that and the man that I am on the other side of that is so much better than the man I was before. And a lot of people try to run from their storms. And I believe we're supposed to run into them. And once you run into them, they get over quicker.
Yeah.
But you become something different, man. And when you talked about don't judge a book by its cover, it reminded me of this one thing. I got to show you this. So like for everybody that's watching, the front cover, this is what the publisher wanted the book to be. But this is my cover right here. And I just want to let everybody see this. This is 3 generations of black men, of Todd men in our family. It's my dad, my 4 brothers, I'm one of 5, and my son. This is my eye, this is my son's eye.
That's amazing.
And it still looks like me. But the truth of the matter is, if you don't deal with your damage, it affects everybody you love. And so I just, this picture to me means so much. And I just want you to know that whoever you love is affected by what you do with the things that nobody knows about. And so I would encourage you, man, let me take you on this journey with me. I promise you that you can heal and you can be better than you've ever been because the value is still in you. Damaged but not destroyed. From trauma to triumph. Let's go.
That's it. Look, is there a page, a favorite page in the book that you could read to us?
Okay.
Give us something.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read, watch this. I'm gonna read the dedication.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's go.
This book is dedicated to my grandchildren because the Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. I am making the decision to live my life hot, humble, open, and transparent, and to deal with my trauma so that you grandchildren will be able to be everything God calls you to be. G-Dad loves you.
Man.
That's why I wrote this book.
That's deep.
I wrote this book because I wanted the children that my children have to know, like, it's okay for us to deal with real issues. I mean, you know it. People going to Thanksgiving in a few weeks, and they gonna sweep stuff under the rug.
That's it.
They don't talk about stuff. They just make it through the meal.
They just want the food.
They just want the
mac
food.
and cheese.
They just want the food. But the truth of the matter is, relationally, they're failing.
That's it.
Christmas comes up. You don't know what the truth is. You don't even know who your baby daddy is. Your dad, like, come on, man. We live in this stuff, and we don't talk about how it really affects us either.
Right.
And so I just think that people are getting worse because they were never meant to carry the weight. And if you don't deal with it,
it's gonna keep getting worse. It's gonna generation and generation and generation. That's
it sounds like you should write a book. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like Damaged but Not Destroyed Part 2. You understand?
So, we can talk about so much about being damaged and not destroyed, but how can we become better? What's the solution?
Okay, so that's why I wrote the book. The book is the solution.
Yeah.
I share honestly about my issues, but then I say, number one, you have to acknowledge it. You can never fix something that you don't admit is there.
Sure.
If you take your car into the shop and you be like, yeah, I think it's something with the radio, but it's actually the radiator. They never actually pop the hood. And what I'm asking people to do is pop the hood. Just pop the hood. You're angry. Everybody knows you're angry. You're the only one denying you're not angry. Or your ghost game is strong. You ghost everybody. You vanish on people. But we know the truth of the matter is when somebody gets that close to you, you think they're going to see the bad parts and reject you. And so instead of being rejected, you reject other people.
Right.
Let's act, but if you don't acknowledge it,
it's never gonna get better.
It's never gonna get better. And so I think the first part is you gotta acknowledge it. The second thing I'm gonna say is everybody needs what I call the 2 big T's. You need therapy and theology. I think you need both of them. I don't think you just need prayer. I think you need prayer and you need to go to somebody's practice.
Right.
You need counseling. And for me, I know that's a big taboo, especially for people coming from the faith community. It's like, just pray about it, baby. We're going to pray. Grandmama going to pray. It's like, okay, we're going to pray.
Right.
But the Bible also says there's wisdom in the multitude of counsel. How I interpret it out is the more counselors I have, the more people that have wisdom, who understand certain things, the better off I'm going to be. And so I just think that I want to bring awareness to therapy and theology so people can actually walk free and do everything they were purposed to do, man. And so, and then I got like all kind of exercises. I got all kind of things.
Love the exercise.
Because at the end of the day, if it's not practical, what's the point?
That's true.
Like, I need to be able to actually walk away from this and do something. And I promise you, if you read this book, you gonna get better.
Get it.
You gonna get better.
It's crazy. At the beginning, you talked about it. It seems like people nowadays are just happy about, I'm going ghost on this person, or I'm toxic, or I'm delusional, or it's these things, and I feel like it all comes from social media. How big has social media, I guess, come when it comes to being damaged or
Yeah.
you know being destroyed. Like how much does social media play a part into our lives and how we kind of view the world now?
Got you. I think it's a magnifying glass. I don't think social media makes anything up. I think it just magnifies what's there and makes people go more extreme with it. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is, once the light goes off, once the ring goes off, you still got to live with you.
True.
And this is why people hate their lives. You got thousands of followers, blue checked up, got all of these different things, but you still feel empty. I know what it's like to put your value in vain metrics, in vain accomplishments. Oh, I'm out here, I got flown out, I do like all of these different things. The truth of the matter is the only thing that's been able to actually fulfill the void in my life is having a real faith walk. And I've been able to do some really great things, some really cool stuff. But at the end of the day, like, all that stuff could disappear and I would still have a great life.
That's it.
And that's where I'm just encouraging people, like, at some point, I tell people all the time, do it. You're going to get tired. At some point, it must be exhausting to have to wake up every day and everything has a filter on it and everything's for the gram and everything's not. Like, in my real life, my wife loves me. Like, in my real life, my kids think I'm a hero. Like, in my real life, there's money in the bank. Like, in my real life, not with no checks, not no advertising. In my real life. You know what I'm saying? And what I want people to do is, I wish that their Instagram or their social media would be a reflection of their real life.
Their real life.
Not trying to project something, but the truth of the matter is, if you're damaged with insecurity and somebody's liking something and you didn't get that like from your mom, your dad, your brother, your coach,
validation,
you're going to keep going to that thing. So what I'm saying to people is, it's time to deal with the damage.
That's it.
Because if we deal with it, then we can actually walk free and use those platforms and those things for what they're meant to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instagram and social media changed the trajectory of my ministry. But it don't define me.
That's true.
When they turned on me, when everything switched up, I still knew who I was. I still knew I had value. So I'm just encouraging people, like, let it be your real life. And then we can put it on the gram.
Put it on the gram. That's it. I think one thing about healing and trying to improve is people, it's going to get ugly. It's healing is not pretty.
No.
It's going to be ugly through every time. And now I feel like that's what people are scared of. They're like, it just doesn't feel right. They want everything to look good. So you go on Instagram, you post those pictures and I'm here today. I'm here. Oh, I met this person. I did this. But it's got to be ugly. And I feel like you've said that in a lot of your sermons. I mean, you kind of express it through the interactive things that you do. Just when we talk about healing, what did healing look like for you? Oh,
bro, like, first off, it was something I didn't want to do. So I completely understand what everybody's feeling. Like, that is too much. I don't want to do that. The truth of the matter is, somebody that's on the other side and still healing. Like, let me be, I don't think healing is an event. I think it's an ongoing process. But somebody who's had most of the surgery, the heart surgery, the open heart surgery done, you understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you, I was living in black and white. On the other side of really dealing with my issues, I'm now seeing life in color. I have gratitude. I'm able to relate to people. I'm actually more joyful than I've ever been in my life. It's because I know I'm not even supposed to be here like this. Like being able to actually be who I'm supposed to be after everything that's happened to me, bro, get out of here. Like, I'm grateful, and I'm actually, I believe, getting to live in the essence of life. And so what I would tell anybody who's scared to heal is, you're still hurting. How long are you gonna walk around with the limp? Because at some point you're gonna need to run. And because you wouldn't take the time to even maybe get off the gram for a little bit or shut down the business for a second. Like, I think of NBA players. The off season's main job is not for them to not play games. What is it for?
They gotta rejuvenate their bodies, right?
They gotta heal. All of the players that we love and that make it to the All-Star games and win championships, the only reason they can continue to do that is because they take a season to heal. When are all the surgeries? In the off season. When are people trying to make all their contract deals and do all that other stuff and find it? It's in the off season. Why? Because this is the season we heal. I may say to you, you've been winning. You got chips. But maybe this is the season you need to take it off so that you can heal and take all your damage and know that it's not going to destroy you because there's still value in you. You can take all your trauma and turn it into China.
Man, I feel like we getting a special prayer.
Hey, hey, listen, we can do whatever y'all want to do. We can pray any day. Hey, any day. I'm ready to pray at any moment. I would love to do that. Like, I don't, if the people want it, but listen, all I'm saying is I'm sharing out of my overflow. This is not a book that I'm trying to make my life. This is my life that I put a piece of it in a book. And so I know I can help people make this move and actually go from the trauma to the triumph.
Love that.
Yeah, bro.
You know, we talked about authenticity earlier. Of course, like I said, you know, when you're preaching, I mean, this is what you can.
This is what you
he
get.
He put it on, y'all. He put it on. Be honest with you. I feel like that kind of relates to, you know, the younger generation. I feel like that's why a lot of younger generation they come in and check you out and things like that. Just being able to touch that younger generation and help them. Because when I was younger, of course, I mean, I have my church and everything, but they put you in the youth service for a reason, because you really probably don't understand what the pastor's saying. So, but we have you kind of give us everything. Just being able to touch that younger generation, just how does that feel?
Man, number one, my goal was always to be what I didn't have. Like, I always, and I think that's a great metric if somebody's looking for purpose. Start by being what you didn't have and you really needed. I needed somebody to be real with me. I needed somebody to talk about sex in church. I needed somebody to talk about masturbation and pornography. I didn't have none of it. So like, then I find all of this stuff and it's like, oh shoot, like what is going on? And like nobody said nothing. And you know, they just say cliche stuff and umbrella stuff, and I'm like, bro, that's not helping me. Like, and so I didn't want to be a pastor. I didn't try to do. I was supposed to be in that scene, interviewing people and doing entertainment and stuff like that.
Because you want to do music, bro.
That's all I was going to do is produce for everybody. And at the end of the day, God's plan is bigger than our plan, and I actually said yes to it. And as I started doing this, I was like, well, if we're gonna do it, I'm gonna be for real. And we just started talking about, my first series ever was called the Summer Sex Series. And for 8 weeks, I talked to youth about sex. And God's perspective on it. It was the start of relationship goals. Like 5, 6 years. Oh, bro, because I'm talking about major marriage, dating, and sex, bro. But at the end of the day, it's the stuff people really need to know about, because we really struggling with it. We need to know how to do relationships. We need to know how to have hard conversations. We need to know what God wants us to do with our lives. And so, yeah, man, it's my passion to be what I didn't have. And the fact that anybody could be rocking with me since 2019 that I never met in another city.
Crazy.
Until it happens.
It's only crazy until it happens.
It looks like a book. No. But it's for real. And so, I mean, I'm honored, grateful, humble, bro, sober. And I just hope that more people see it's possible.
Definitely.
Yeah, dog.
Who dressed better, you or Charles? Just to get out the way. Who got the best fits? You or Charles? Who got the fits?
I'm going to give it to Charles. I'm going to give it to him. That baby, I mean, but it's because I had to go through a transformation of my body, you see?
Right.
He already been small.
He already
so he can fit every silhouette. Me, they don't make certain things in 3X. You understand? 3 or 4X. And so, but now, tell him to watch out. I'm on the way. I done lost 55 pounds. You understand?
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing.
So we on the road.
And that was going to be the next question though. I was going to ask you, of course, your fitness journey. You talked about, you've done it on Instagram. You showed everybody your journey. Just, I mean, how was that journey? You know,
bro. Number one, it was the most challenging thing I've ever done. But it's made me stronger mentally more than anything I've ever done. I was 270 pounds. And my son has autism, and one of the things how he liked to connect was by me throwing him up. Well, he's getting older, he's getting bigger. 2 throws, I'm like, and I was like, nah, man, if this is the way me and my son are gonna connect, and I knew I had purpose around my life, I was like, I'm gonna do something about this. So we got in the gym. I had a trainer. I was like, I'm gonna stop buying shoes and clothes. I'm gonna pay this trainer, and I'm gonna get to it, bro. And I thought it was gonna happen in 2 months. And it has been 4 years.
That's what everybody thinks.
And it's been almost 4 years, but I can tell you, man, I am on a journey that I'll never stop now. Like, I mean, literally, right before this, we had an hour break. I went to work out.
Man.
Like,
Crying
they,
don't stop.
they was like, we got an hour, y'all chill out, eat some lunch. I was like, I'm going to the gym. And literally, I went to the gym.
Yeah.
I put it in. Me and my social media guy, we got it in for 45 minutes. I put on my clothes and we came here.
Man,
because now, I tell everybody this. I was like, everybody hates discipline.
Mhm.
But discipline starts with a decision.
That's it.
Before you can get discipline, make a decision. I'm going to work out 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a discipline. I'm doing it. I don't like doing it. Like, you can literally say, I can't stand it, but I'm going to keep doing it.
That's discipline.
That's
the
discipline.
definition
But
of
at
discipline.
some point, discipline becomes a desire.
Mm-hmm.
And now my discipline has turned to a desire.
Mm-hmm.
And the desire is going to lead me to destiny.
Man.
And so for everybody out there, do that.
Yeah.
Make a decision. Get disciplined.
Yeah.
It'll turn into a desire, and then it'll change your destiny. One day I'm gonna be the first pastor on Men's Fitness. Hey, you laughing? It's only crazy.
Until that.
All right, I'm telling y'all, it's happening.
I love that. Look, I would say I'm kind of doing a little fitness thing now. You know, I go 4 times in the morning before I come to work or whatnot.
Beautiful.
What's your worst? What's the workout you just don't like
I
doing?
hate.
Yeah, but
I hate legs. I hate legs. My knee be
Bulgarians,
acting up.
you do the worst ones, right?
Bulgarian squats and all of the deadlift with the listen,
the RDL.
Oh God, man, my wife, that's all she loves. And so I work out with my wife.
Yeah.
And so Mondays, actually today,
Yeah.
I'm grateful I'm here in Atlanta with you because I'm missing leg day back at the house. So glory to God.
Glory to God. And look, Pastor, we've been here for 25 minutes. Just thank you so much.
It went by that fast.
We had 25 minutes, just like that.
Dang.
Just like that. Just
Bro,
like
we're going to
that.
have to do this again.
We do. Now, look, before you go, I know at the end of all your sermons, you always give that one message before you head off. Could you give the people that one message?
Easy. No matter what's happened to you, no matter what you've done, no matter what anybody did to you, it's time for you to take ownership of your life. It may have not been your fault, but it is now your responsibility. And your destiny is too big to be delayed. It's time for you to take all your damage and bring it to somebody that knows more about you than you do. And he can turn it into destiny. I believe in you because the value is still in you.
The value is still in you. Pastor Mike Todd, thank you so much for
go,
coming
bro.
on, telling us about Damaged, Not Destroyed. Make
We
sure
here.
you guys, let the people know, where can they get the book? Where is it going to be at? Let the people know.
Yeah, if you want to know where to get the book, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. Your cousin probably selling it on the street. You can go and get this mug everywhere. It's on Audible.
Okay.
I read it, so you can get it. And I'm telling you, if you get this book, not just for you, but I got to say this. I'm in Atlanta. I wrote this book for Black men. I wrote this book for men that look like me who have not been given permission to actually say ouch. We got to be tough and be strong and take it and all this other stuff. And it's killing our people. Like, we weren't meant to do that. And so I said, let me go first. Let me be a Black man who's become a little bit of successful. And then let me just put it all out on the street. And so if you're a Black man or you love a Black man or you know a Black man, you need to get this book and you need to give it to them. You need to read it. But I'm telling you, we taking trauma, we turn it into triumph. That's easy.
Got to, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything you're doing for the community, everything you're doing at Transformation Church.
Thank you, bro.
You'll change your lives. I'm going to be honest, you changed my life in 2019 when I first started watching you. Thank you so much.
Love.
I appreciate you. Man, look.
And we match it now.
And we matching now.
What?
Hey,
What?
Ain't nothing but God.
Ain't
nothing but God.
nothing. It's only crazy until it happens.
Thank you, everybody, checking this out. Rolling out. Peace and Purpose. Meet the author, Pastor Mike Todd. We are out.
Peace.